right, welcome to edition 3 of DIG's Diatribe. First two were immensely successful, so I'm getting a third chance at this. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter if you want to, J.R. Erickson, and you can find me there. I'm listed as DIG. So anyway, we spent a lot of time today on the program talking about Adrian Peterson. A lot of callers worried about Adrian Peterson's numbers being down and everything. And I just got to say, people just need to stop worrying about it. His yards per carry is close to 5 yards per carry. The reason his yards are down is two things. It's one, that they're throwing the ball a lot more with a lot more success. They don't have to use Adrian Peterson to try to win the games. And also, he's not running as much. He's only averaging, 15,
You've got to be kidding me.
carries a game. And when you're only carrying that much, your yards are going to go down. If he was carrying the ball 25, 30 times a game, as some backs can do, first of all, he'd have a ton more yards, and he'd also have more time to break open the big runs. So don't worry about Adrian Peterson. He is still the best back in football, and it's a good thing that we're not using him as much as we could be and saving him for the big Super Bowl run in the playoffs. You could definitely cut some things out of it and stuff too. Another take that I have would be commenting on the Twins again. They came back in game 163 and won the division. And I'd been saying all year long, after that terrible start that they had, that it doesn't even matter if they win the division. They're just going to go and get swept by the Yankees anyway. First of all, I'm right, but I actually was wrong as well, because I think it was important that we came back and won the division. It was the best game I ever saw. I got to watch the game with my mom, who's not a baseball fan, and stayed up late watching the game with me, and I think I turned her into quite a baseball fan. She watched the rest of the games of the season, so that was just a great memory. And just because they didn't make it to the World Series and win the World Series, I think it was awesome that they won the division, and good for the Twins. DIG's Diatribe take number 3, I'd say they say it looks like the Vikings and Giants are going to meet up in the NFC Championship game. Sure looks like it. It'd be nice to see. Ever since 41 Donut, I think they'd like to go back there and get some revenge. I have a funny story. I remember years ago, the Giants really had the Vikings number, and I actually got to see a game sitting about the 50-yard line, upper deck. Got to see Vikings-Giants game. I remember pretty clearly Dante Culpepper, first play of the game after the kick return, took the snap, turned to his left, and threw the ball to, I think it was maybe Kelly Campbell. Dropped the ball. Well, what everybody else in the stadium didn't realize was it was a lateral. It was a backward pass, and now a fumble. The Giants' defense picked up the ball, ran in for a touchdown, and the game only got worse from there. So, but then the Vikings seem to be able to turn around. They've won a couple games against the Giants, and if they meet in the NFC Championship game, I think the Vikes are going to the Super Bowl. All right, this has been the edition 3 of DIG's Diatribe. If I still have my intern job next week, I'll be back for another edition. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter.
It was a nice run.